If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to my Patreon for early access to videos and exclusive content on streaming for beginners.
Oh, we gotta learn something new on YouTube, guys. All right, suggestions. How to make pancakes. Making pancakes. We could do that. Anyone else? Anyone else? Nothing? Going once? Going twice? All right, we're gonna go resolve this. Dim the Lights Gaming does not know how to make pancakes, so that he shall learn. Ooh. All right, there's some good ones here. Those pancakes do look good. Look at that. Look at the. Hold on. Let's go back to that. Wow. And again. Whoa. One more time. Wow. Okay, that sounds pretty good. Let's see. The fluffiest pancakes you'll ever eat. Honestly, that sounds freaking phenomenal. What in the cursed doll is that? Why would you have that sitting there? Souffle pancake? The fluffiest pancakes you'll ever eat. I think we're gonna go with this one first. Yeah.
Pancakes are one of the most iconic breakfasts.
Okay, can I at least
pancakes?
Like, give me a second to turn on the video. Thank you. Okay. All right, chat, we're ready. You got your popcorn ready? That pancake looks good as fuck, right? Doesn't it make you want to have like pancakes for dinner? Yeah, I think it does. The pancakes started so normal. It really did, and then things got wild. It was like souffle pancakes. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's do this, chat. It's 6 minutes.
Pancakes are one of the most iconic breakfasts, and
Agreed.
So many recipes claim to have the best.
Pancakes better than waffles and French
toast. Tried out
toast.
a few techniques, and we found what it actually takes to make the best, fluffiest buttermilk pancakes ever.
With butter and honey on it? Honey.
The right amount of flour is crucial to achieving a fluffy pancake,
That's what I meant
and
to say.
So many recipes vary in terms of how much they call for. So we experimented to find the exact proportion needed for the perfect pancake. So if you use too little flour, in this case 2 cups, you end up with a pancake that tastes really great, but it's really flat.
Yeah.
Too much flour creates a deceivingly thick pancake.
Yeah.
Sure, it looks great, but it lacks flavor and it's really just too dense. I mean, it kind of tastes like eating, like baked flour. No one wants it. We found the sweet spot is 2.5 cups of flour. Your pancakes will be light, fluffy, and delicious. Pro tip, make sure you measure the flour correctly by spooning it into the measuring cup and then leveling it with a straight edge. If you scoop the flour directly with the cup or just pack it right in, whatever you make is gonna be way too dense. Now, flour isn't the only thing that affects how pillowy
It's just gonna be me in a bed with a bag of flour, just like,
your pancakes are. To up their fluff factor, you're gonna need a leavener. Leaveners are those ingredients that allow food to rise when cooking or baking. These are things like yeast, baking powder, and baking soda. If you use only baking soda, your pancakes will rise but taste too soapy. If you use just baking powder, which is a mixture of baking soda and cream of tartar, it'll taste like aluminum foil.
Wait! Baking powder is tartar? Like tartar sauce tartar? Spooning it. Dim the Lights Gaming 2021. Luke, it's 2022. Get your head in the game. If you're gonna troll me, you better do it right.
We use a mixture of both because when they work together, you'll get the perfect amount of lift from
oh my god, look!
soda, along with
look at how good that looks. Oh my god.
Tartar and the baking powder. So now that we've got all that,
hey, that's the money shot right there. That's good.
This is pretty straightforward. Add the sugar, salt, baking powder, and baking soda to the flour and whisk to combine.
Okay.
Now there's nothing.
Chat, when you want pancakes, where do you go? Do you make them? Do you go to an IHOP or Denny's? Do you go to somewhere local? Please let me know.
More classic than using buttermilk for your pancakes.
Buttermilk.
That said, if you find yourself in a pinch, you can actually make your own. It's pretty simple. Just add a few tablespoons of lemon juice or vinegar to whole milk and let it stand for 5 to 10 minutes. Once you see the milk start to curdle, you can use it just like buttermilk.
What?
Yeah, that looks a little weird.
That's
cool. An experiment
cool.
to see if using
Wait, I didn't know that. Lemon juice or vinegar?
it stand for 5 to 10 minutes.
I'm Spanish. We have lemons everywhere.
Once you see the milk start to curdle, you can use it just like buttermilk.
Dim, make us pancakes. Cooking stream? Tartar sauce and cream of tartar is different, Dim. I'm sorry, Luke, that I don't know cooking things because I can barely make cereal, okay? Yeah, I go to Denny's. Yeah, I prefer Denny's over IHOP for sure. Oh, I have a story. So I have a very short story of a time when I was much younger. I went to an IHOP, I think probably after church on a Sunday. It was just myself, my 2 brothers, and my mom. We went, I ordered pancakes. I always order pancakes when I go to IHOP. Problem was that I took my first cut with the fork out of the pancake and a little dead cockroach rolled out. I was traumatized. My mom didn't know what to do. The waiter didn't know what to do. So we kindly excused ourselves, said we were no longer hungry. It was many years before I actually went to an IHOP again. It was a solid, I want to say that most of my, because that happened sometime in high school. I want to say that part of high school and then most of college, I just refused to go to an IHOP. Oh, also there was this one time when I was taking my driver's test, my instructor was an old Chinese man. He was really, really sweet, and we were like hitting it off, like while we were like, while I was doing this test. Never saw this guy again, by the way. He offered me a candy, and it was a candy that I wasn't accustomed to. So I kindly accepted the candy, and I was trying to bite it because I thought it was a hard candy. And I was like, for maybe like half of my driver test, like I had this thing lodged in my mouth, and I was like trying to like take chunks out of it, but it was really, really hard. And I was like, I don't know if this is the right way to eat this, but like if I spit it out, like I don't want to offend him. It wasn't until like I think he noticed and he was like, no, there's a pit in there. You're just supposed to suck on it. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's why this is so difficult. I thought it was gonna break my teeth. Okay, back to pancakes.
Yeah, up close it looks a little weird.
Curdled milk.
We also did an experiment to
Jiggle?
see if using buttermilk powder would enhance the fluffiness of our pancakes. And it actually did affect the texture, but the buttermilk flavor was completely lost. Now we're gonna move on to our wet ingredients. Add the buttermilk, melted butter, and egg yolks, and again, whisk together.
I've been making pancakes so
When
wrong.
you're making pancakes, you want them to be buttery and flavorful and delicious. Make your life better with butter. Okay, this seems simple, but this is actually a
Butter's not bad at all.
You're gonna add the buttermilk mixture to the dry ingredients and gently mix it until just combined.
Nice. I don't even have that tool.
You
You see that thing that she's using? I don't even own one
That'll
of those.
result in dense, flat
Don't overmix
pancakes.
your batter.
You also want to use a rubber spatula instead of a whisk.
Okay.
That'll help you just
I use a
gently fold
whisk.
the ingredients together.
I've been doing this wrong
Now,
the entire
eggs are the
life.
final, super important part of guaranteeing that you'll achieve
I'm surprised
picture-perfect
I'm
fluffy
surprised I had a
pancakes.
pancake.
I cannot stress this enough. They're also the most debated. We found that adding a whole egg all at once doesn't actually result in any fluffiness. You should add the egg white separate from the egg yolk, because on its own, the egg white has different properties than if you were to add the whole egg all at once. The most popular method is to add the egg yolk to the batter, then beat the separated white into soft peaks before folding it in. This does work, but we actually found that you can save yourself some time soft peak. The most popular method, the egg white has different properties than if you were to add the egg white separate from the egg yolk, because on its own, the egg white has different properties than if you were to add the whole egg all at once.
That's fine. I get that.
The most popular method is to add the egg yolk to the batter, then beat the separated white into soft peaks before
What is
folding
that?
it.
Is that the egg white? Dim, how do you not have a spatula? I have a spatula. That's not what she used. She used like a mixing thing. I have a spatula like to flip burgers. I have that. Yes, whipped. Whipped egg whites.
This
And it looks like that? I don't think I've ever seen that in my entire goddamn life.
does work, but we actually found that you can save yourself some time by adding the separated unbeaten egg white on its own to get a pancake that's
Hold on, what's the difference here? The one on the top has freckles, and the one on the bottom does not.
just as fluffy. I mean, who really wants to break out the hand mixer at 7 a.m.? Am I right?
Nobody.
Now we're gonna add the
Especially not your
unwhipped egg
neighbors.
white on it. You don't want to see any of that snotty egg, but you also don't want it to be too mixed in. This may look undermixed, but some lumps and small pockets of flour are actually what.
So lumps are good. My lumps. My lumps. My lumps. My lumps. I was trying to avoid it. I didn't want to get into it. Is that the name of the song? God damn it. I don't know what I'm doing. Is that not the name of the song? Is this the wrong song? Dim's a poser. I don't know the name of the song. Alright. Sorry, guys. Moment's gone. I messed up.
What you want the batter to look like. At this point, let the batter rest for 15 to 30 minutes so all the ingredients can really get to know each other. While it may not seem super important, the pan you use can radically impact how your pancakes look. You can absolutely use a nonstick pan if you want. Its smooth surface will guarantee that your pancakes are flat and uniform. However, we prefer a cast iron. The rough surface of the cast iron will set your pan over medium heat with a tablespoon.
Whoa! hold on. What is she using to cook this on?
All that butter and syrup you're gonna put on top. Craggy pockets. Perfect for soaking up all that butter and syrup you're gonna put on top.
I want one. That's awesome.
Want to, but
Induction
it'll make your
stovetop,
pancakes taste more like
and
a
it's
donut
tasty
rather than a
branded?
pancake, which is
That's
fine
so
if, you
cool.
know, that's your thing. We found that a hefty 3rd cup of batter gives us the ideal size pancakes, but you can make them as big or as small as you want.
I like big
This
ass
is
pancakes.
also the time for you to customize your pancakes with blueberries,
All
chocolate
right.
chip.
That's the money shot right there, chat. I just need to stare at it for a second. That was really good. I mean, blueberries are, don't get me wrong, blueberries are great, but chocolate chip pancakes cannot be matched.
So you're gonna start to see these bubbles pop up on the surface.
That I know.
That's your green light to flip your
To
pancake.
flip it, yep,
Don't be
yep,
discouraged if your first pancake doesn't look great. It usually takes a few tries.
Most of my pancakes.
I
don't
mean,
look
and
great.
no one has to know. It's a snack just for you. That's pretty much
I'm gonna
it.
have to try this one day.
We
That
like
wasn't
ours
that
with
difficult.
More butter, shocker, it's tasty. And lots of maple syrup.
Oh my.
And there you have it. You've got yourself the perfect stack of fluffy buttermilk pancakes.
Oh,
Sure, they aren't the most complicated thing to make. And don't take that
don't
long.
make me feel
But
dumb.
if you really
Tasty.
want to upgrade your weekend, skip the
More
box
freckles.
ones. Take the extra time to follow these steps we've taught you, and we can guarantee that they'll be some of the best
my
pancakes
God.
you've ever had. We mean it. We can't stop making them.
It's just missing
are
chocolate
the-
chips in there. That's it. Oh my god, the best brownies out there. I would be here all day. Never mind. We're not gonna do this. All right, guys. That was fun. Did you guys learn something? It sounded like most of you guys knew exactly what to do, and I was the only idiot who didn't know what I was doing. That's kind of how that's what that felt like. We still love you, Dim. Okay, despite my flaws, I appreciate that, Luke. I appreciate that.